The following upload is intended for reaction purposes only. All rights are reserved for the initial copyright owner. The full reaction to this video is available on my Patreon in the description below. Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching the finale of season 1 of House of the Dragon. That is right, this is episode 10 of the first season, and I think it's been pretty good, if I have to say so myself. You know, I know we've come into this with high hopes from Game of Thrones, but I actually do think that this has provided a lots of action, lots of entertainment, and I think there's good storylines going into season 2. And obviously we're in the final episode today. Usually these are the best episodes of the season. We've already had some really good ones, and I'm hoping today does not disappoint. So if you'd like to watch the full episode, it is available free in the description. Just click on the link, put the password in, and enjoy. That is for everything that we do post on the channel, and you can also obviously check the videos earlier on the Patreon if you do subscribe just before they come to the YouTube. So last episode was interesting, wasn't it? Because obviously Viserys had died, so it's time to name the new person to rule. Obviously, Rhaenyra, she was supposed to be ruling, wasn't she? She was the one that everybody pledged their allegiance to 20 years ago. But on his dying bed, you know, his last breath, he actually spoken to his wife, Alicent, and he did say that he wanted his first son, Aegon, to be king. Now, this is very interesting because obviously the only person that's heard this is actually Alicent. But I actually liked Alicent last episode. I think this season she's been annoying in my personal opinion, but last episode you got to give credit where credit is due. So she was there, she actually told the, you know, the council what Viserys actually wished for, and straight away they was putting plans in action to get Aegon in, you know, as king, and obviously like, overthrow Rhaenyra. Now, Otto, he was proposing that they go after Daemon and they go after Rhaenyra and kill them, because obviously any time that they're alive is going to be a threat to obviously the king. Now, obviously, Alicent, she didn't want that, which was actually pretty good. She was angry at Sir Otto for actually proposing this, and she was saying that, I do not think that the king, my husband, would wish that his daughter would be killed just so Aegon could take the throne. I thought this was pretty good, and all episode she was going against her father. You know, Aegon was nowhere to be seen. He was lost in the city, he was drunk, and Otto sent some men down, and so did Alicent, and he was both, you know, searching, and you know, Sir Otto ended up finding him first, but Sir Criston and obviously AEMOND managed to scrap with them, you know, a good little sword battle, and they managed to get Aegon themselves. They took him back, and obviously Alicent explained to him that no matter what happens, don't let your grandfather come and manipulate her to say that Rhaenyra is the bad person, and don't agree to anything, and don't agree to trying to obviously kill her. Now, it's his ceremony. It was pretty good. He looked good. He looked the part. He come down. I liked it. They all had the swords like this as he walked through the middle, and he was all dropping it down. He stood there. He got crowned. He was chanting on the stage. And then Rhaenys, mate, busted out through, obviously, the Great Hall on a dragon. She was facing everybody. She could have killed all of them, but she didn't. She just flew away off into the sky, probably to tell Rhaenyra what's going on. Who knows, mate? But I'm expecting amazing this episode. Hopefully, there's lots of fighting, couple of deaths, couple of shocks. Who knows? Can't wait. Thanks for checking out today's video. If you do enjoy it, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into the finale of season 1 of House of the Dragon.
The sea snake is going to die, isn't he? Grandsire was the greatest sailor who ever lived. I get green sick before the ship even leaves the harbour.
I wasn't ready to be Queen of the Seven Kingdoms, but it was my duty. And in time, I came to understand I had to earn my inheritance.
Princess Rhaenys has just arrived on Dragonback. She urgently requests an audience with you and Prince Daemon.
Yes, here we go.
Viserys is dead. I grieve this loss with you, Rhaenyra. Aegon has been crowned as his successor.
They crowned him.
How did Viserys die?
I could not say.
That whore of a queen murdered my brother and stole his throne.
Baby's coming.
Mate, no better time than the present, mate. Get the baby out, and then you're ready to go and fight. Become king. That's what I want to know. Would he become king if him and Rhaenyra, you know, well, if Rhaenyra become queen, does it pass on to him? Do you know what I mean? Because it doesn't always hand down. Do you know what I mean? Like, we had the Queen of England, obviously Queen Elizabeth, and we just had the Duke. You know what I mean? He was never king. Obviously, like, the class of king is higher than the Queen. So, like, because Rhaenyra's claimed as obviously the heir to the throne, well, no longer, but if she did take it, would Daemon be classed as king, or would he just be second like the Duke as well? It's interesting though. I mean, I think it's good that she's going into childbirth right now, but I mean, we've not had many successful ones, to be fair, have we? We've seen some bad ones. So hopefully she does have the baby, and then she's ready, prepared, you know, fully fit, kind of, ready for the attack.
Oh, fuck. Oh. Your grandsire, King Viserys, has passed.
Viserys?
The Greens have repudiated the succession and claimed the Iron Throne. Whatever claim remains to me, you are now its heir. Naught is to be done but by my command.
My mother has decreed no action be taken while she's abed.
You're needed to patrol the skies on Virmax.
Did you hear what I said?
Summon Sir Stefan. Our Kingsguard are needed on the Dragonland. Come with me. I'll show you the true meaning of loyalty. Swear anew your oath to Rhaenyra as your queen, to Prince Viserys as the heir to the Iron Throne. Or
Bye.
support usurper, speak it now, and you will have a clean and honourable death.
That's crazy, that. I mean, the visuals was mad. Mate, we love a good baby death on this show, don't we? This is like the third time.
I mean no harm, brothers. I swear to ward the Queen
Go on, lad.
with all my strength.
I wonder how many more people would actually do that when she comes forward. She will have a following. Not everybody's going to be cheering Prince Aegon. You know, before we get into it, you know, I actually think the casting has been great on this show. Do you know what I mean? At first, when I seen the older Rhaenyra, I was like, ooh, I don't know, but like, I love it. I actually think the cast, Matt Smith is a prime example. You can't tell me when you first see Matt Smith as a Targaryen, you thought he looked a bit weird. You know what I mean? But then if you look at his character and how he's played it, he just fits it. It's perfect. You know what I mean? Casting's been well good. And let's be honest, even the casting of the little kids has been great. You know, the young Rhaenyra and the younger Alicent was both good. And, you know, they've done really, really well. You know, Viserys played his role so good. So Serrato as well. He's so annoying. But that's good there. That guy's come. He's obviously placed his allegiance towards Rhaenyra. And he's bent the knee. And everybody else has. And it just makes you think that I wonder how many other people there at King's Landing would actually bend the knee to Rhaenyra when she actually turns up and says, like, I am the rightful heir. Do you know what I mean? I'm queen, you're not king, I am the person that should be on the throne. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be interesting because it's going to be a conflict between, you know, the people. But also, has Daemon and Rhaenyra, have they had a kid before? Like, do you know what I mean? Have they got another one or have they not? Because Daemon's lost 2 children now. His last wife, you know, she was giving birth and she, you know, it didn't go well and she ended up killing herself, didn't she, with the dragon? And now here, Rhaenyra, do you know what I mean? It's not going well with his own children.
Queen of the Andals and Rhoynar and the First Men, Lady of the Seven Kingdoms and Protector of the Realm. Dragonstone is relatively easy to defend, but as an instrument of conquest, our army leaves a lot to be desired.
What news from Driftmark?
Lord Cooler sails for Dragonstone.
To declare for his queen, Otto Hightower needs the Lannister fleet.
Without the Lannisters, we're not like to find any allies west of the Golden Tooth.
Your cause owns a power that has not been seen in this world since the days of old Valyria. Dragons.
Surround King's Landing with the dragons, and we could have every greenhead mounted on spikes before the fucking moon turns.
A ship has been sighted offshore. A lone galleon flying a banner of a 3-headed green dragon.
I come at the behest of the Dowager Queen Alicent. I've been directed to deliver her message only to Princess Rhaenyra.
That's how you make an entrance, innit? That is how you make an entrance.
Princess Rhaenyra.
Queen Rhaenyra now. And you all are traitors to the realm.
Acknowledge Aegon as king and swear obeisance before the Iron Throne. Viserys will be confirmed as the legitimate heir to Driftmark. Your sons by Prince Daemon will also be given places of high honor at court. Every symbol of legitimacy belongs to him. And then there is Stark, Tully, Baratheon, houses that have also received and are at present considering generous terms.
You are no more hand than Aegon is king. Fucking traitor.
Queen Alicent eagerly awaits your answer.
She can have her answer now, stuffed in her father's mouth along with his withered cock. Let's end this mummer's farce.
No. King's Landing will have my answer on the morrow.
Right, Sorotto needs to die. He does need to die. And to take a quote from another great Damon Salvatore, yeah, when you say, don't shoot the messenger, I do shoot the messenger. I kill the messenger. Do you know why? Because it sends a message. Do you know what I mean? He's coming in as a messenger. All they have to do is kill Otto and send nothing back, because that sends its own message, mate. Kill the messenger, then you know that's the answer, because he deserves to die, and they know that war is coming.
As Queen, what is my true duty to the realm? Ensuring peace and unity, or that I sit the Iron Throne no matter the cost? To defend the realm, not cast it headlong into war.
Well, the enemy have declared war. What are you going to do about it?
Does the promise of war excite you?
You cannot bend the knee to the High Towers. They stole your birthright.
You know my oath reaches beyond our personal ambition. I'm in war against the darkness in the north, the conqueror's dream. Viserys shared it with me when he named me heir. I never told you.
Why would he tell him? He barely wanted to tell you. He only told you because you got named there.
I've had men whipped for falling asleep on their watch.
You abandoned me when I most needed you.
Mate, as soon as he wakes up, he's getting an earful.
Your brother is also dead. In his haste to bury you and claim your seat before the king and denounce Laenor's sons as illegitimate, Daemon took his head for it.
You can't blame Daemon, mate. He deserved it. He actually did.
Every man standing round the painted table urges her to plunge the realm into war. Rhaenyra is the only one who's demonstrated restraint.
It brings much relief to see you hale and healthy again.
Where is Daemon?
There were other concerns which demanded the prince's attention.
Your declared allies? Too few to win a war for the throne.
Also hope to have the support of houses Arryn, Baratheon and Stark.
Hope is the fool's ally. Our houses are bound by common blood and common cause. This high tower treason cannot stand. You have the full support of our fleet and house.
Do you know what? He'd be a good hand to the queen. Do you know what I mean? Like Otto is the hand to the king or whatever. He would be good. You need somebody that's going to tell you no. Do you know what I mean? Like celebrities in real life, right? They have management and everybody kisses their ass, mate. And nobody tells them what they can and can't do. No, you can't do this. It's not right. You see it all the time. They think the God's greatest gift and they need someone to put them in their place. And you need it. You need a realist, a loyalist, and also, you know, somebody that's going to tell you the truth. And I think he'd be a good one, me.
If war's first stroke is to fall, it will not be by my hand. I wish to know who my allies are before I send them to war.
The Triarchy have been routed. The narrow sea is ours. Cut off all seaborne travel and trade to King's Landing.
We must first secure the support of Winterfell, the Eyrie, and Storm's End. Prince Jacaerys will fly north, and then to Winterfell, to treat with Lord Cragan Stark for the support of the north. Prince Lucerys will fly south to Storm's End. You must remind these lords of the oaths they swore. If you take this errand, you go as messengers. You must take no part in any fighting.
I swear it.
I swear it.
Lord Boros is an eternally proud man. Be honoured to host a prince of the realm.
I know they pledged not to do anything, but if someone attacks them, then it's a whole different game, isn't it? This dragon's well small compared to the one that was right next to him. Yo, has he got more? Has he just staked another dragon? Like, he's got two now? Oh, look at the size on that one. AEMOND had that big dragon, didn't he? He's there.
Brought you a message from my mother. The Queen.
The House of the Dragon does not seem to know who rules it. What's your mother's message?
AEMOND's dragon's massive, isn't it? Compared to his massive.
Remind me of my father's oath. King Aegon at least came with an offer. My swords and banners for a marriage pact. Go home, pup, and tell your mother that the Lord of Storm's End is not some dog that she can whistle up at need.
Did you really think you could just fly about the realm, trying to steal my brother's throne? I want you to put out your eye.
Whoa, he looks well good.
It's payment for mine.
No.
The boy came as an envoy. I'll not have blood shed beneath my roof.
He's gonna chase after him on his dragon in the sky. We're gonna get a fight. And it's so quiet. It literally is so quiet. Wow, look how big it is. Look how big it is. Yeah, it's huge. I'm scared for him, me. I'm scared for him. I don't want him to die, actually. I don't even, like his character. I just don't want him to die. Oh, it's got... gone for it. The dragon's doing whatever they want. Nah. You've just started the war. Oh, shit. That's how it should have ended, mate. Him just literally saying, oh, shit. He's stumbling. He's lost 2 kids this episode. That's a face of going to absolutely fuck shit up, mate. Yo, that's good. Well, is it finished? Yeah, it's good. Right, honestly, I don't know. I like how this finale went, and I really enjoyed the season. And like, I would say the finale was one of the best episodes of the season, but because we didn't have any fighting again, I'm a little bit gutted, you know. But I think that they've done really well, actually. I think they've done what they should have done, even though it just totally contradicts how I wanted the episode to go. Do you know what I mean? I wanted a big fight, I wanted, you know, war to be declared, and I wanted just absolute scraps and deaths. But I understand why they've done it, and I think this is better, the way they've chosen to do it. Because now you've got one whole season set. You've got a full season. You know, it does do me head in sometimes. I say it with Cobra Kai when we watch it, that we condense all of the action into one final episode instead of giving us a full season of fighting throughout the 10. Do you know what I mean? So, like, in Cobra Kai, you seem to get, like, a build-up, and then that episode 9 and 10, you get all of the action. And it's like, mate, the season would be so much better if you spread the action throughout every single episode and you had fights across all of them. You don't need an abundance and crazy amount of fights all action packed into one. I would rather have a consistent 8, 9 out of 10 episodes for the whole season than a couple of 6 and 7s and then one 8 and 9. Do you know what I mean? But like, I feel like setting this up for Rhaenyra to actually go and try and take out Aegon, take out Alicent, take out Serotto. Do you know what I mean? Because they've obviously now killed her son. Which, you have to say, I understand AEMOND was going after him, but you could call him an arsehole, you could do whatever you want, but he didn't actually want him to die in that bit there. So yes, he wanted to scare him, he wanted to attack him, hurt him, take an eye, but he didn't want the death. And like, I actually believe that as well. Like, you could see it, the dragons, both of them seem to go and do their own thing. Like, Arax went after him and he actually, you know, hit the fire. I don't think that he actually wanted him to do that. But it was too big, man. His dragon is so big. As soon as it landed and I seen it over there, I knew that AEMOND was there. And like, as he was flying, I said actually, before he even landed here to do his proposal, that his dragon looked so small compared to the 3 that, drifted off from Driftmark. Like, his looked tiny. And like, I got to respect him, you know. Like, the guy didn't stand down. Yeah, he went there and he gave, you know, Rhaenyra's proposal. And the guy just wanted something in return. Was it a Baratheon, did he say? He was like, at least AEMOND's come and he's offered a marriage proposal to my daughters. Do you know what I mean? Like, what are you offering? Just saying that you remember the allegiance that you pledged 20 years ago. Well, yeah, literally, you pledged an oath, you got to stand by it. Well, he doesn't have to, he's obviously choosing AEMOND's, but AEMOND wanted an eye, didn't they? An eye for an eye, pretty much. And I liked how the Baratheon actually said, look mate, he comes as a messenger, you're not going to fight under my roof, do whatever you want, but not here. He took his eye patch off. It looked well good. His eye was glowing. It looked sick, honestly. And then obviously they've gone out and had this big fight. And his dragon has just literally bit him in half. Literally one little bite, boom, gone. Absolutely dead. And you could tell that AEMOND's wounded as well, because that has pretty much declared the war. Like, there might have been a possibility of war before, and there might have been, you know, questions on what's happening. Is Rhaenyra going to bend a knee? She's not going to bend a knee now. No chance. She won't know that that's not, like, the, you know, the Queen / AEMOND's instruction to go after him. She's just going to see that as an act of war, and she's going to go after it, and that is what I want. I want a full season of strategizing. We've seen Daenerys, yeah? It took ages, didn't it, mate? Ages. She was building her army consistently. She was building, she was getting stronger, he was getting behind her, there was character there. It doesn't have to be straight away, so I want Rhaenyra to be queen. But the fact is, yeah, Aegon is acknowledged by the many as the king. But there's still some that acknowledge Rhaenyra as the queen. So, like, you can go into next season having a king and a queen. You can have the people that actually believe she's the true heir. And you can have the people that actually, you know, are just following what Serotto and everybody else have witnessed when they've done the ceremony. And she could slowly build her armor, build a case, build, you know, like, her cause to go after it into the next season. And I actually think that was the best way to go. Setting up, like, to me, that's pretty much confirmed that she's going to strike and go after him, which excites me, because I've read online that they specifically slowed down season 1 to build a story, and season 2 is where they're planning to hit the action. And if that is true and not just a bunch of BS that the writers actually just producing to make you think, yes, can't wait for season 2, then actually, you know, I'm actually going to be right now the idiot that falls for it, because I believe that normally season 2 usually is better than always season 1. Season 1's like gets you in there, gets you hooked, gets you understanding the characters, and then all guns blazing goes out after that. And I firmly believe it. And, you know, The Office is nothing like this. The Office is a comedy, but look at The Office with Michael Scott, and look at that in season 1, and then look at it how it become. Do you know what I mean? You had getting to know the characters and getting into it, and they're making you laugh, to getting to love the characters, hardcore, wanted to die for them. Do you know what I mean? And that's what this show can do as well. They got me in, they've got me hooked, and now they've got to go and they've got to sell it, and they've got to get the deaths, they've got to get the fighting, and they've got to build these feuds, and I can't wait for it. So that is going to wrap up the finale of season 1 of House of the Dragon. So what do you guys think? I personally think this is a great season. Really enjoyed it, and definitely got behind characters. I've got behind characters that I really enjoyed, got behind characters that I really dislike, and that is the beauty of it. You know, it's not all about having characters that you love for a show. You have to have the mix in there. You have to have people that you just think, you know, you sway in different episodes, and other people that you fully get behind, and people that you won't fully dead. Do you know what I mean? Like Prince, well, he's not the Prince now, he's King Aegon, yeah. I actually don't mind him. You know, he is he's an interesting one, to be honest. Like, in certain scenes, he's annoying. Other scenes, like, I think he's really interesting. And I have no idea what type of king he's going to be. Do you know what I mean? I understand that now. It's like war has been declared. Rhaenyra's kid has been killed. And she's going to be going after them. And I'm fully on her side, 100%. But I actually think that Aegon may be ruling the kingdom, but he isn't fully ruling it. Sir Otto is, and obviously Alicent will be the people that are actually in charge. She starts noise as the queen, and I feel like they'll be the ones that are running all of, you know, like running the shots, and he'll just be there as the face. Do you know what I mean? You have that all the time. You have a face of the company, and you have the runner of the company. And I think that that's what's going to happen with them. But you never know, mate, because when you get a little bit of power, when you feel it, when you taste it, do you know what I mean? You can see what you could do and what you can get people to do for you. You never know how the personality is going to change. You know what I mean? You could be a timid little person and get the crown, and then realise that everyone's going to bend the knee to you, and you've got all this power, and that you can start getting more confident, and you can start getting more exciting, and, you know, more like unpredictable. And I feel like he's going to be a character that I'm going to be interested to see how he grows. In terms of like AEMOND, you know, I feel like instantly I could feel his presence. I could feel like he was strong, and I knew that he was going to, you know, be a decent character. Whether you like him or not, he's going to be, oh, well, you never know with this show, actually. He could be in it for a couple of episodes and die, but I feel like he's got potential to be a great character, a proper warrior. And I personally think that he was pretty wounded about the sequence that unfolded in the sky. Now, it was pretty good, and I did like it, and it was intense, and the music stopped, and it was silent for ages, and I just knew something bad was going to happen. Didn't think he was going to die, though. You know, I actually didn't think he was going to die. I thought he was going to get attacked. I thought the dragons was going to fight. I thought, like, both of them was going to spit fire at each other, and we're just going to get, like, a twist and turn, you know, like spiraling to the ground, so to speak. You know what I mean? And maybe a crash and fall and one fly away. Not one being full-on bitten and in half, do you know what I mean? And, like, him just dropping out of the sky. That's crazy. Now, obviously, Rhaenyra, she's been all episodes, she didn't really want to, you know, like, go in and declare war until she found out, like, who was on her side. Do you know what I mean? She was saying that her dad, all this time, he was in power, that he wanted to be the peaceful one, and he, you know, he wouldn't really want her to go in and start burning King's Landing down, pretty much. You know what I mean? She was saying, like, I don't want to be a queen that sat on a throne on top of a pile of ashes. And, you know, she's trying to send word out, you know, she's trying to find out and get the feels like who is pledging their allegiance towards her, the same way as he did 20 years ago. And that's why she sent her sons. Now, we haven't seen what's happened to the other one. Do you know what I mean? We've seen the one that's obviously landed here with a Baratheon and ended up stood next to AEMOND and then having this fight. But what has happened to her other son? Has he got the allegiance? Did he go to Winterfell? Has he got the, you know, like, as the Stark stood by him? That'll be an interesting one, obviously, going into next season. Who's actually told Daemon about the encounter that's just happened? You know, obviously, Rhaenyra has found this out, and just look at her face at the end, mate. It reminded me of Daenerys in one of them scenes. You know, she was fuming and livid, wasn't she, in a similar one like that. I bet you could crop both of their faces and put it together, and you could see that is the face of knowing shit's about to go down, literally. I like how Lord Corlys is actually still alive, you know. I thought that he might have died when he announced it earlier on in the season, and then he said that obviously, you know, he disappeared like into the ocean and they don't know what happened. And then we had that crazy thing where Daemon, you know, like, called them the bastards, and Daemon whipped his head off, and now he's come here, and even though he thinks that Rhaenyra was played a part in his son's death, which she didn't actually, she gave him freedom to do whatever he wanted with his boyfriend, you know what I mean? He's actually well, I think he'd be a perfect hand for her, to be honest, but he's pledged his allegiance as well. He said that, you know, the Valyrian fleets, the army, they're there. He said that they won the, I forgot what it's called, like the Sandstones or something. They actually won the battle there, and the best way that they could do it is they can cut off all access towards, obviously, King's Landing, so like nothing can get in and get out, and they can have, you know, like take the sea, which I think is a really good idea, to be honest. And I hope that she thinks objectively now and doesn't think too rash, because that's the worst thing you could do. Act fast, act rash. That's when you make mistakes. You need to sit down, you need to plan it. You was trying it all episode, you was trying to do it the right way, get all strategies, get all allies, and get everything in place before you do actually, you know, make a move. And I still do think that is the approach. But like I said, mate, my personal choice, if I could write next season right now, I would pick that she slowly goes around acquiring these allies, these friends. Do you know what I mean? Like, we seen it. Do you remember when Rhaenyra went over? She gave that guy that dragon. She got the armor, and then she turned around and Dracarys him and burnt him. Do you know what I mean? And then he went in. She was slowly building up that army until she acquired that big, massive one. And I want actually Rhaenyra to do the same. I want her to go around. I want her to say, are you on my side or are you on his? What, you on his? Dead, mate. Now who's on my side? You're still not, you're dead as well. Do you know what I mean? I want to go around, I want to pick it up, and I want to get all these people, I want to have that army, and then not the last episode, because like I said, I want a whole season of constant action, not constant build up and then full action at the end. The final few, I'll take the last 3, boom, an influx, attack, fighting, killing, couple of deaths. Serotto hopefully dies next season. He does my head in, that guy, mate. He actually does. And that little guy with the walking stick as well, who's playing both sides, who's like got that dragging feet. You know, the guy who's masturbating to, you know, Alicent last episode when she got her toes out. Him as well. He's a weirdo. Want him dead. So I can't wait for next season. New characters, obviously, hopefully coming in. And obviously more deaths coming. I can't wait. I thought this was a good season. I really liked it. Hopefully you did too. If you enjoyed the channel today, please smash like. Really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.